The boys are back in town. What's up, guys? What's popping? What's good?
J-Ho.
My guy, Weezy, you back in the building. What's up, my boy?
What it do?
What up, Weezy?
We here with another episode of the Full Sport Press Podcast. Weezy, kick things off. What is your song of the week?
My song of the week is Young Jeezy, Put On.
For the city.
Mm-hmm.
Got to put it on for the city. Put on.
All the time.
Yeah. My song of the week is Low Shimmy's All My Love.
No shimmy.
Low Shimmy.
Okay.
Low Shimmy. Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Low Shimmy. Yeah.
Shimmy.
Yeah, close us out, coach. No,
Did you listen to what I put in the group chat? Yeah, I didn't
listen.
listen. See.
Yeah.
What you think about it? See? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. No, they didn't. I put that on everything. You know, sometimes I just get on Apple Music and I just play new music. It came on Apple Music. Yeah, they don't keep put me on there.
Yeah, close us out, coach.
Yeah. I went old school, man. Benny Siegel, Feel It in the Air.
You gotta feel, hey, yeah, 85% communication nonverbal.
For sure.
No,
Boy, you listening? I just told you it was.
said that on the song. Yeah, produced. Yeah, he produced. Yeah. Let's get to it, man.
Full Sport Press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing our right jerseys on the road. Cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full Sport Press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for three. And me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full Sport Press.
All right, cool. Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm J-Hope.
That's your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Jeff is out on assignment. Shout out to you, Jeff.
Shout out to
See
Jeffrey.
you soon, my boy.
Yeah,
Cameraman,
boy.
how you doing, brother? My dog.
Okay, Black Power.
Yeah.
Black Power.
Fight the power.
Huh?
Episode
Yeah, I don't know.
episode 591. We are buying, selling, or trading, or holding
Or hold it.
the whole
Yeah.
NBA careers in 2026.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better than believe it.
Let's kick it off, Weezy. Best of the week. Talk to the people.
Best of the week for me is Tights, man. The Tights got to win this week.
Mm.
It's been a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I just
Been a
hate
long
it
time.
happened.
Got to win this week.
Yeah,
Hate it happened to be against Shador. Man.
yeah, nah.
He played well though.
That's my best of the week. Shador played really well.
Mm-hmm.
Played really well to the point where I think I've seen some of his biggest critics sit and say maybe he could start in the league since he's getting reps
Mhm.
with his first team
Mm-hmm.
player. So yeah, man, he looked good. He looked good.
And you know what? He's shown growth
Mhm.
because in the media they asked him how did he feel about the play call and the 2-point conversion where they didn't have him in. He could have easily thrown him on the bus, but like, I don't like that. I should have. He was like, "That's what we work on. That's what we call, and I'm always support that." I was like, "There you go, young fella.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, don't let him sex you
He's
up.
stupid now.
Yeah, don't let him sex you up, man.
But the thing is, Cam Ward doesn't have a Jerry Judy out there he's throwing to. Yeah, Restrepo is gone for the year.
Mhm.
He out there throwing to my boy DK and Elick Ayo-Mana. So
Mhm.
he ain't really got nobody. So yeah, shout out to Cam Ward too, because
Yep.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
test this week, Shador them, they play Green Bay this week. So the test is this week.
Ooh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's tough.
Okay,
that's a tough-
yeah.
yeah. What's your best of the week, Coach?
My best of the week, man, is Michael Jordan, man. Back in the day when he was playing for the Bulls, this is why he's the GOAT. He's the only person that could put a love of the game clause in his contract, which stated that if he was driving down the street and saw a basketball game going on, he could stop and go play in that game. And if he got hurt, his contract would still be fully guaranteed regardless.
That's hard.
That's GOAT stuff right
I heard
there.
him say that. I don't know if I believe that, but
I
heard
do.
him say
For
that.
Mike,
Huh?
Yeah,
I believe that.
yeah, that's tough.
That Green Bay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's get to the worst of the week, Coach. Right back to you.
My worst of the week, man, is the college football selection committee, man. We'll get into it a little later, but that's my worst of the week, man. This is every year, like it's every year, man. But we'll get into that a little later on.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have a collective worst of the week. Next week it'll probably be the yellow box because I want Sharon Moore. I don't think y'all know. But we want all of the details to come out when you guys are listening to this. So in turn, he's gonna get this damn yellow box, and it might.
Listen,
He might get this shit forever.
listen.
It might be.
Listen.
Ooh.
Just when you think
Yeah.
the story ends, it's like scary movie.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
There's more with that dude.
Golly.
And so we wanted to let all of the facts come out. He got to go to
Listen.
to see the judge on Friday. We just want to see what the hell else is going to come up. So, yeah, for sure, next week we will talk about the coach of the Michigan Wolverines, ex-coach. My worst of the week is Phillip Rivers, 44 years old. Hey, man, go get Cam. Go get Ryan Tannehill, bro.
Listen.
There's nothing that I think Phillip Rivers is going to be able to do to help this team on Sunday. There's no reason to bring his old ass back.
I don't think he gonna be able to do is what they call them bow ties.
Bolo
ties.
Yeah,
all he gonna be able to do.
Yeah, shout out to the Bolo King. Big hat. Yeah,
He better.
He better.
Shit.
Cause I know his eggs scrambled. Close us out, we.
My worst of the week, I had to put together a bunk bed this week, man. It was rough.
Ooh.
It was rough, man.
Ooh.
Bunk bed. Harmon wanted a bunk bed, so she got a bunk bed.
Yeesh. How long it take you to put together, Weezy?
All night.
Yeah.
It was a long time.
That's about right.
It's tough.
Long night.
Long night.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Invest in an electric screwdriver, too.
Oh, you got to have a power drill. You got to have a power drill for sure. Now, make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, IG, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, and for the people that don't know, don't go check out InstaSnaps, FSP's on. To check out past episodes of FSP by searching Full Sport Press Podcast. But before we get started with the first half, J-Hove, Weezy,
What to do?
do we have a Yellow Box of Trios Award recipient for the listeners?
We do. This week's award recipient is bowl games. 10 teams opt out.
That's right. A record 10 programs have opted out of appearing in postseason bowl games. That will start off with Notre Dame, Kansas State, Iowa State, Baylor, Rutgers, Florida State, Auburn, Temple, Central Florida, and Kansas. The Big 12 has fined Kansas State and Iowa State, both of whom are losing their head coaches $500,000 apiece for their decision, and the current landscape of the sport certainly appears to be shifting with so many schools willing to miss out on postseason football. In the past, now bowl season almost was a gift to many programs and their fans, but now it appears to be something that is an afterthought if you don't make the college football playoff. Play the game, dude. Vandy playing in a bowl game.
Vandy's playing, but Vandy has to play in a bowl game.
Shit, so does Kansas State, so does Iowa State.
Nah.
Shit,
This is the reason Vandy has to play in that bowl game, because this is the first year Vandy has ever been relevant enough to be thought of in the college football playoff talks. These other schools, they are known for having they've been better than Vandy lately up until this year. So they looking at it like, man, whatever. But Vandy has to, because they have to put on a good showing to make people say, yes, this is why we could have put them in the playoffs. Because if Vandy opts out, it's like y'all finally get good enough to play or be in the discussion for this, but then you don't play the ball game.
I don't like that, y'all.
I don't either, but
I don't like that.
I get some of it because some of your guys are going to be half in anyway.
Oh, on top of that, too, this is some people's last time ever playing football.
Yes, but this is the other aspect of it, too. We don't know what was discussed in that locker room. The coaches could have went to the team and said, we're going to take a vote. Do y'all want to play in this ball game or do y'all not? And if the majority said we don't, the coach went in and said we not going to play. We don't know if that was the case. Not saying it is the case, but that could be a possibility. It's something we would never know.
Yeah, I just remember when Jalen Smith, linebacker from Notre Dame, played in a bowl game and completely tore his knee up, and he was never the same football player. So, in turn, that made us pay more attention to meaningful football games, which in turn got us a college football playoff.
Right.
If your team is not playing in the college football playoff, but they're invited to a bowl game, and this is your chance to be seen, the team needs to go. And there's some guys that are first-round picks. Like Jalen Smith was a first-round pick if he don't tear his knee up
for sure
in that game. Those guys can opt out, and they'll give the new guys or the guys that's going to play next year or playing somewhere else more film.
True.
Yeah.
True. But the other aspect that we look at is if our guys that are that good don't play, now we're going to go out and not be the same team, and we're not going to look as good in this ball game.
Man, yeah, that too. And that's what I'm saying. But it don't matter because at the end of the day, some of these guys, I think it's just selfish for the guys that's never gonna play football and they're gonna go pro in something else, enterprise or whatever the case may be. So I don't think that's cool.
Nothing against my enterprise people
Man, hell no.
at all.
No,
Nothing
I'm
against.
just-
I know. We just letting it know. Yeah,
commercial.
for sure.
They going
For sure.
something else. Yeah.
For sure.
You guys ready to get started the first half?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like you do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Lock.
Coach Lock, what can they find on social media, my brother?
Nothing has changed, man. It's Lock_the_great. That's THA. Get at me.
Yeah.
J-Ho.
It is J-Hove on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk on Twitter.
Twitters.
I'm FSP_Weezy on IG. I'm at How Weezy on Twitter. Holla at me.
Holla at you. Holla at you.
Mhm.
Let's kick the first half off with some college football playoff talk. The first round for the 12-team college football playoffs in the 2025-2026 season is set. Indiana, Ohio State, Georgia, and Texas claimed buys in the first round. And the first round kicks off Friday, December the 19th with Oklahoma hosting Alabama. 3 more games take place on Saturday, December the 20th. Let's get to things first. We'll start off with the 12-5 matchup. Who we got, Coach?
At 12, we have James Madison, 12-1, versus Oregon, who's 11-1.
They play December the 19th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on HBO Max TNT. Early spread right now is Oregon favorite by 20.5 points. Weezy, what is your prediction and why?
I think Oregon probably blow them out. James Madison's a good team though. That team was built from actually their coach left and they built that team from the portal. Their coach is at
Indiana.
and a lot of that team stayed together.
Yeah.
So that's a good team. But Oregon's just too much. And their quarterback Dante, I think his name Dante John, I forgot his name.
Not Dante.
Dante Moore.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's playing really, really good right now. Really good. But Oregon should pretty much handle him.
Coach.
Yeah, man. James Madison is good. They're good for the Sun Belt. Maybe a level higher than that. They could probably compete with Mountain West teams. But when you get into that Power 4 realm and dealing with those Big Ten teams, man, I think it's just going to be tough. Because JMU, they ranks 10th nationally in scoring and defense. They 6th in rushing and offense and 22nd total offense. So they have a good team. But I just think Oregon is going to have too much firepower for James Madison. And I think Oregon's going to make this a easy game.
Yeah. So Oregon went 11-1 with the only defeats coming from number 1 Indiana. They have a team that's ready to play in the playoffs. They're on a run right now. Dan Lannon has everything you need in a playoff team. Like Weezy mentioned, Dante Moore, their first-round NFL pick, and that prolific rushing attack is ranked number 1 in the Big Ten. So a JMU is in a tough spot at Autzen Stadium in Oregon. It's going to be a tough out. I got them winning 38-21. I don't think they cover the spread.
Cover the spread.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weezy think they cover the spread?
Nah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
I think they cover the spread.
okay. Say less. Next up, what we got, Coach? Number 2.
Next, we have Miami, number 10 in the nation at 10-2, versus Texas A&M, who's number 7 at also 11-1.
Yep. December the 20th, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know if that's Eastern Standard Time or 12 Central. Well, anyway, the early spread, Texas A&M is favored by 4 points. Coach, give me your prediction and why.
This is a game I think is going to be a pretty good game. Miami is coming in. They feel like they have a lot to prove because a lot of teams a lot of people seem to think that they shouldn't have gotten the playoffs possibly. Texas A&M is coming to this game hungry because they lost their last game of the season to Texas, which stopped them from playing in the SEC championship game. So I think this is going to be one of those games that comes down to the end, but I think Texas A&M pulls this game out maybe by a last-second field goal or maybe a 7-point win.
Weezy?
Man, I think Miami got a second win in life, man. They started out really hot. They went through their lumps, and somehow, some way, they backdoored themselves in. And Texas A&M, they didn't play a tough schedule in the SEC. They really didn't. The one team they did play that was tough was Texas, and they lost to. They got by without playing Alabama. They got by without playing Georgia. So they didn't really play a tough SEC schedule. I think it's gonna be a close game. I really do.
Yep. Who you got winning?
I got Miami winning that game.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, Miami snuck into the playoffs. Texas A&M has been slotted as a top 4 team all season before that Black Friday loss. That Aggies team defensively is, I think, the second best team I watch defensively. Number one would be Indiana. They play defense at a really high level. But you also had a quarterback who's supposed to sit for the Heisman, so that Black Friday loss as well, and Marcel Reed. They have pro receivers on the outside, and Mario Craver and Kevin Concepcion. So that defense, though, is the main thing, though. With Cassius Howell, who was up for the Heisman, he might have set for the Heisman if he would have kept it going late in the season. He's tied fourth nationally with 11.5 sacks. So I think Texas A&M just has a little bit too much in the trenches. I have them winning 24-20. You got them
Right
covering the
there.
spread, Coach?
I got them covering the spread. Yeah.
And you got Miami, Weezy, of course, covering the spread because Texas A&M is favored by -4. So, all right, what we got next?
Next, we have number 11 Tulane, who's 11-2 on the season, at Ole Miss, who's 11-1 on the season, and who's number 6 ranked.
All right, and this is December the 20th. The early spread, Ole Miss is favored by 16.5 points. Weezy, what happens in this game?
Tulane's good, man. They got a good high-powered offense, but Ole Miss is Ole Miss. I would take Ole Miss to cover the spread if Lane Kiffin was there. But missing your head coach is a big deal. I don't care what nobody. Even when they got the offense coordinator, Lane Kiffin called the plays today. He called the plays for Ole Miss. That's what he did. I think Tulane. I think Ole Miss will win the game, but I think Tulane is not. They won't cover the spread.
What was the spread on this one again?
16.5.
16.5. Well, like Weezy mentioned, man, Lane Kiffin leaving for LSU. I think we'll see a little of a drop off for Ole Miss. And the other side of that is that Tulane head coach accepted the Florida job as well. So he's half in the season, half out, because he's already talked about and joked that he has 2 phones now, one for Tulane and one for the University of Florida for his recruiting. But the difference is between him and Lane Kiffin is Tulane is going to allow him to still coach this game, and Ole Miss didn't allow Lane Kiffin to coach.
Stupid.
So I think that's going to help Tulane and the Green Wave a little bit, but I think the Rebels will still be too much for Tulane, and they'll win this game, but it won't be as lopsided as it was from that matchup earlier this year. But I have Ole Miss pulling this game out.
Yeah, like Coach just mentioned, it is a rematch of an early non-conference matchup. Tulane won 45-10. And
Ole Miss won.
Yeah. I mean, my bad. Yeah, Ole Miss won 45-10. So in that first meeting, you saw Trinidad Chambers, who's the quarterback of the future for the Ole Miss Rebels, even if Lane goes and takes it. He's a D2 guy. He had 500 yards total against that Tulane defense. Now, the Rebels scored on 8 of their 11 drives. I think, like Weezy mentioned, it's hard to do that with everybody who's been playing. I mean, used to Lane making all those play calls. So, Tulane is, for them to pull off an upset, I don't think it'll happen. High scoring, affair. I don't think it favors the Green Wave. So I got Ole Miss winning 34-17.
So they cover the spread.
Cover the spread. Yeah.
So, real quick, I wasn't here last week. Y'all don't think it's foul that Ole Miss ain't gonna just take the emotion out of him and let Lane Kiffin coach?
Yeah, well, he didn't want to coach this game.
Yeah.
He didn't want to coach this game. It's a lie. Lane lied.
I ain't heard that.
Yeah. I think he lied because
they said he begged the man to coach.
I don't think that's true. Yeah, because the kids came out and said he was like, that didn't happen in that room. Kids at Ole Miss said that. So
yeah, if the kids saying that,
kids ain't.
he ain't telling 100% truth.
There's somebody lying.
Yeah,
and I think it's Lane. Lane's.
Yeah, the kids ain't got no reason to lie and say
Exactly.
that.
I mean, yeah, they also saying that he's gonna recruit the kid, but the players are gonna leave anyway. You think the OC is gonna recruit him? They're gonna leave anyway.
That's why Lane let him go to do some recruiting.
Yeah, the Ole Miss approved that too, but they
know. Yeah, he was gonna get him anyway.
Yeah,
so
even if he coached or not, the kid's still gonna leave.
But they're gonna play 2 games, so in turn they're gonna win this game, and might lose the next game.
Next up, we have number 9 Alabama, who was 10-3, at number 8 Oklahoma, who finished the season 10-2.
Yep. This game happens December the 19th at 8 p.m. Early spread, Oklahoma's favored by 1.5 points. Coach, prediction of why?
I just want Oklahoma to win because Alabama don't deserve to be in the playoffs, first and foremost. It's the truth. They're limping into the playoffs. They're not playing their best football the last month. They just got blew out by Georgia in the SEC championship game. They barely beat a 5-7 Auburn team after losing to Oklahoma at home. So they're limping into the playoffs. And Alabama is the only team that lost in their championship game and didn't drop at all. We'll get to that a little later too. But I hope Oklahoma beats the brakes off Alabama this game.
Same.
Yeah, I completely agree with Coach. The only thing that's gonna help, what's gonna help, both of these teams is they already played each other once.
Yep.
So, in that 1.5 line, that Vegas know what they're doing. That this game go either way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about who makes the first mistake. If John Mateer is healthy and he can go back to he can actually throw the football down the field, because Oklahoma defense is really good,
Real good.
and Alabama can't run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it could be either whoever makes the first mistake probably lose this game.
And that's just what happened in that November the 15th matchup when Alabama won 23-21. They won a yardage battle in between that game. So Alabama's offense hasn't looked good.
Hold on. You said when who won?
Alabama.
Beat who?
Oklahoma. Right?
No, Oklahoma beat Alabama.
Oklahoma beat Oklahoma.
Remember that's why I said that's the only reason Vandy didn't get in the playoffs.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one. So that means that coach is coaching for his job then.
Yeah.
Alabama's coach.
Yeah. They like if they get blew out in this game, they liable to let
They ain't
dude
gonna get
go.
blown out. I think he takes the Michigan job.
I think he'd have lost his job.
I think he does too.
I
Did
think
they
he
offer him
lost
the
the
Michigan
game.
job?
Auburn, he'd have lost his job, but
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm him, I'm getting out of there first thing smoking if I can. Especially for a Michigan
So that
job.
makes sense then. Since they lost to them, then that offense has looked bad all
Ever
second
since.
half of the season. Yeah.
Ever since. Those are the last 3 games. It was Oklahoma, then they played Auburn, which they barely beat,
Yep.
and then they got blew out by Georgia.
And then they only scored 7 points in that championship game.
Yeah.
That's just
Alabama is the only team that lost their rivalry game, last game of the season, to Auburn and moved up. They moved up in the rankings.
And that's the thing about Oklahoma. They are holding teams.
I mean,
13.
beat their rivalry. They beat Auburn.
Yeah, they beat them. They lost. I'm sorry, they lost a close game by 3 points, and they moved up in the rankings.
Who lost by 3?
They beat Auburn by 3.
That's what I'm saying. You saying lost by 3.
Yeah,
That's what,
they beat Auburn by 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And moved up in the rankings.
Yeah.
And Vanderbilt beat Tennessee by 20.
Beat the brakes
and
off of them.
down in the rankings.
Yeah, with that Oklahoma defense only allowing 13 points all year, it's gonna be a struggle. But I still got Alabama winning 20-17.
Hope not.
I don't want
Hope
them
not.
to. God. But like Weezy mentioned, it all depends on how healthy John Mateer is for sure. All right, before we get started with halftime, we'll go through college football playoffs 4 biggest snubs. The college football playoff bracket is out. We've talked about it. So are some worthy teams that are pounding on the door to get in. They did not get in. We're here to break down the top teams that got snubbed from this year's 12-team field. Coming in first is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish at 10-2. Strength of record is 13th. Strength of schedule 44th. Record versus ranked opponents is 2-2. Coach, how do you feel about Notre Dame getting snubbed?
I don't feel bad for them at all. The number one reason they not in this conference playoff, this college football playoff, is because they not in the conference. If they were in the conference, they would have had an opportunity to play in the championship game, and that would have been a in route to get into the playoffs. Second reason they not in is because the team that they lost to got in over them, which is Miami. Other reason that I don't have other reasons other than the college football playoff committee's bias to Alabama. Because if Alabama doesn't get in the playoffs, Notre Dame probably gets in the playoffs. But the main reason for them not getting in the playoffs is because they're not in the conference.
Yeah, I agree with what Coach just said. They're not in the conference. But if we're just going off play along the best top 12 teams, they are one of the top 12 teams. They one of the top 12 teams from top to bottom. They went through injuries. They had their lumps early, and they persevered. And they was blowing teams. They was blowing teams out the last 4 or 5 games. Absolutely killing teams. They scored one game. They scored 60-some points.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
They was blowing teams completely out. So they were clearly one of the top 12 teams.
Yeah, losing their first 2 games and went 10-0 the rest of the way. And those 2 losses were to college football playoff teams, Miami and Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
And they were ranked top 15 or higher when they fought against the Fighting Irish. So, and with those 2 games, it was combined 4 points for the loss.
Thank Alabama.
Yeah, so,
Thank Alabama.
And like Weezy mentioned, over the last 10 games, their margin of victory is 29.5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Man, so they have all of the style points that you need to be a playoff team. I just think one of those things, I get it, the head-to-head against Miami, they won.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what got them ultimately out of the playoffs, but they had a really good season, like Weezy mentioned as well. And I think they got snubbed for sure.
Yeah. Once again, Alabama loses and doesn't move one spot.
Yeah.
Makes no sense at all.
Notre Dame gets in instead of Alabama.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Coming in number 2, we have Texas, 9-3, 6-2 in the SEC. Their strength of record is 12th, strength of schedule 8th, and ranked opponents' records 3-2. Weezy, how you feel about Texas being snubbed?
Texas got well. Only reason Texas is not in, if they wouldn't have scheduled that game against Ohio State, they'll be in. They just lost the wrong. They lost the wrong out of conference schedule, I guess.
Week 1 though. It
Week
might have been
one.
week 0. Yeah.
No, it was week 1.
Week 1. Okay.
Yeah. But nobody else wanted to play that game, and that's gonna change because obviously if they don't play that game, they get in. So they're not gonna schedule those kind of games no more. They play some Rudy Pools
Yeah.
and beat everybody else on the schedule, and there's no other quarterback that went through the hardship that Arch went through
Yeah.
this year and come back and beat on top. So they should have got in.
He figured it out late.
Mhm.
Talk to me, coach.
Kind of talk about what Weezy mentioned. The only reason we may still see teams schedule one game like that is because they expand in the playoffs. So if it was expanded, they would get in. If they don't expand it next year, which is it official that they are? It's next year yet? It ain't official yet, right? Yeah, so they definitely not gonna schedule them type of games until that happens. But as far as that, they lost too many games. Even though they had a tough schedule, a loss is a loss, which ultimately kept them out. But the big loss that kept them out of the playoffs was the loss to Florida.
Yep, I did it.
That was the one game that really hurt because Florida did not have a good season this year. So that kind of hurt them when they looked at those 3 losses because the other 2 losses were against great teams.
Yep.
So you can't punish them for that. But losing to Florida this year, it hurt their chances of getting into the playoffs.
Yep. Texas beat 3 top 10 teams, and then you lose to Florida, and then the coach gets fired 2 weeks after that. Texas is a much better team than it was and we saw in week 1, but you got to win the games, and you got to beat Florida. That's the loss that got them out of there. Over those past 5 games, when they beat Kentucky, Mississippi State, things of those things, winning 6 of their final 7 games, including their finale against Texas A&M. I thought they were going to get in after that win. They had enough style points, like we mentioned, but Texas just right outside of there. I got Texas in instead of Alabama. Absolutely.
A lot of people should be in over Alabama.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Vanderbilt Commodores at 10-2, 6-2 in the SEC. Their strength of record is 11th, strength of schedule 24th, and record versus ranked opponents 4-2. Weezy, back to you. Your Vanderbilt Commodores snubbed.
Yeah, snub big time. Now they say Vanderbilt didn't play them, but every ranked opponent they played at the time they played them, that some of them were ranked top 10,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and they beat them.
Mm-hmm.
They beat LSU when LSU was ranked. Whether LSU had a bad season or not, they beat LSU. When LSU was ranked.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the hell out of South Carolina when South Carolina was ranked early.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Missouri in a close game. Two of those games on the road.
Yeah.
The only reason Vanderbilt, if Texas is a 10, if they switch and Texas is a 10-2 team, Texas is in.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason Vanderbilt's not in is because they don't bring the crowd and the brand behind them. So wherever they travel to, it's probably not going. They're not going to bring a lot of money behind them.
But this year, I think
they would've.
Probably.
Yeah.
Go ahead, coach.
I think the reason Vanderbilt is getting is just a case of them being unranked in the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
They were so far behind in rankings. Once they started winning, they had a long road to crawl or a ladder to crawl up because as they started beating teams, they jumped into 24. Then they jumped to 17 or something. Then they teetered around at 14. Then they jumped to 12, and they kind of kept them at 12, which I did agree with, especially after they beat the hell out of Tennessee at Tennessee.
Yep.
That's a big game because Tennessee was still ranked at the time. So I think that should have put them in. And the loss to Alabama hurt. But what ultimately finished this for them is when Oklahoma beat Alabama. If Alabama beats Oklahoma, I think it drops Oklahoma completely out of the ranking, and I think that puts Vanderbilt in the playoffs. But with them being unranked at the beginning of the season, I think it was just too far of a climb, and they punished them because they're Vanderbilt basically. Because 10-2 is 10-2, 6-2 in the SEC.
Yep, 6 victories in the SEC were the most in a single season program history. They only had 6 wins in the seasons 6 seasons combined as far as wins.
It's crazy.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we should always try to award a team that has done something that they've never done before. And that's why I think Vanderbilt should have been in instead of one of the G5 teams.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be a while before you see that again. They're not gonna win 10 games next year.
No.
lose
I don't
too
know.
much.
I don't know if it's gonna be a while, but I will be the one to say that I sat here on this tape. Maybe it wasn't on camera, but I think I said, y'all, I don't know if we'll ever see them in the college football playoff in our lifetime.
Yep.
But with them signing that number 1 ranked quarterback,
Mhm.
I think that's gonna have a domino effect of them to get more recruits and better recruits.
But they lose
Which
so much next year.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's easier to
Replace.
when you have that caliber of recruit coming in.
Mhm.
Like they already flipped. Couple of guys already was supposed to go to Georgia. One was supposed to go to Alabama,
Mhm.
and that's just in 1 year. So I think it may not be next year because he's going to be a freshman, but I think within his time, I could see the Vanderbilt making the playoffs.
What also hurt them is their non-conference. Like some of those games that they schedule non-conference, you probably get a little bit better of an opponent non-conference because your conference schedule, I get it, is the best in the country. But non-conference, some of the teams that they played, they shouldn't have played those games. They had one too many of those games. So maybe one difficult ACC team, I don't know, North Carolina or something like that, that would have helped out compared to playing. Man, I think they played Wright State, something crazy.
Because that's what they normally do. Because they try to get those 5 wins because normally they only
They
can
also
get
played
1 and 2.
Virginia Tech. We thought Virginia Tech was
Yeah,
gonna be
Virginia
good.
Tech
Yeah.
was gonna
They
be
beat the
good.
hell out of Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, this is one that I'm worried about. BYU at 11-2, 8-1 in the Big 12. Their strength of record is 9th, strength of schedule 22nd, and ranked opponents they were 1-2. Do you think BYU is snub, Coach?
I would say no because the record against those ranked opponents was 1 and 2.
1-2, man.
Now the loss in the championship game to Texas Tech, I don't think that's a bad loss because they were number 4 team in the country, and they lost their championship game and wound up
ass beating the conference championship game.
Thank you, great segue. They're 11-2. Alabama got their ass whooped in the championship game and didn't drop it all,
True.
but BYU drops. So once again, like I said earlier, we're gonna reference that.
Yep.
How is Alabama the only team that loses in their conference championship game? And not only do they lose, they got their ass whooped, and they don't move one spot.
If it was a closer game, I would totally understand.
Yeah.
They got curbs.
They got their ass whooped.
Yeah.
They didn't score to the 4th quarter.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Talking
come on,
about
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah, like that's why I think it's been so much ruckus about this playoff. Everybody's magnified on Alabama because everybody's thinking and feeling they're getting treatment based on their past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the only thing. They only have one ranked win to his name this season, and they got a true freshman starting at quarterback. They are a team that's building to become a perennial team coming out of the Big 12. Weezy, what do you think about BYU?
I didn't think BYU got snubbed.
I think that was just right.
BYU got curb stomped twice by the same team in that conference.
Mhm.
Tech beat them twice
Mm-hmm.
by 20 points. The first time they beat them by 30. Second time they beat them by 20.
Yeah, 29-7
And-
and 34-7.
Yeah, in the bowl game. So I didn't think that you can't get beat by somebody in your conference twice, drugged, and then that's not a snub to me.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, Texas Tech, like Coach mentioned last week, the highest paid NIL team in all of college football. So in turn, they are putting out a product that they paid for. So getting beat 29-7 and 34-7 makes sense compared to BYU, who's just now getting some money to pay their coach. So in turn, now they're going to get some players. But those are the 4 snubs. Coach, you want to talk about Duke getting snubbed?
Who? Duke?
Yeah.
So before we go to BYU, quarterback got to change his number. 47 is
Nah, this
quarterback.
is family number, bro.
47 is crazy for a
Family
quarterback.
number.
I get it, but come on, it looks disgusting back there.
Family.
I get it, but sheesh.
Yeah, 47 do look nasty.
Yeah, college football committee got to get this right, man. I don't care if my record is 7-5. I don't care if my record is 6-6. If I'm in a Power 4 conference and I win my conference championship game, I deserve to be in the college football playoff. Now the issue is the ACC. They have to fix the tiebreaker. That's what it boiled down to, because it was like 5 or 6 teams that finished 6-2, and Duke wound up being the team to get in, and all their wins came in the conference because they was only won 7 games overall. But to win the ACC conference championship and not get in the college football playoff, they got to change that. You just have to, because at the end of the day, I'm still a Power 4 conference. Even if the conference is not good or ranked high, you still won the Power 4 conference championship game. They got to get. They should be able to play in the college playoff. They shouldn't get the bye.
Yeah.
I ain't saying they had to do that, but they should get in the
12.
playoff.
Then who you take out of this team? Alabama.
Clearly.
Yeah, get out of here.
Come on, man. I know I'm gonna get plenty of hate mail from Alabama fans, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I
Push
ain't.
the line with it.
Huh?
You'll push the line with
Yeah.
it. You damn right.
I'm standing on business.
There we go.
There we go.
You guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do
Let's
it.
get it. J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcasted. Revolution will be podcasted. Halftime, we are back with FSP's Pick 3. We'll kick things off with Jeff's Fantasy Football in the matchup. This is the playoffs, right? It is. We have the third seed, Follow the Buzzards, at 9-5. That is Jeff versus Bishop, Sick of My Team, at 8-6. That's Cam. And Jeff is projected to win 126-123. All right. And the other matchup is number 4 seed Sharon Moore Private Ship. I don't know what that says. Is that Sharon Moore's something ship? It might be Sharon Moore's Plan B right there.
Oh my
okay.
God.
Shout out to D Harris at 9-5. And the third string commentators, Shane 8-6. And D Harris is projected to win 151-119. And that is the playoffs for FSP's Fantasy Football 2025. Shout out to the guys. I thought Reagan was. Oh, Reagan got a bye. Reagan got a bye. And who else got a bye?
Shoot, if Reagan win this, it'd be like 2 or 3 for him.
2 in a row. It'd be 2 in a row for Reagan. Shout out to Reagan.
Reagan.
Yeah,
Cooking, huh?
2 buys, yeah. So he gets one of the buys. Hell, I don't know who else gets the buys. But shout out to the guys. I'm not in fantasy football.
Me neither.
Easy. What we doing?
All right, NFL top 7 on way here last week, so we're gonna bounce back this week. The Chargers. I got Chargers at number 7 at 9-4. I got the Jacksonville Jaguars at number 6 at 9-4. Green Bay Packers moved up a little. Green Bay Packers moved up to at number 5 to 9-3, and I have the Seattle Seahawks moving way up to number 4 to 10-3. And number 3 on this team, that move way up, is the Los Angeles Rams at 10-3. Number 2, still same 2. The Patriots at number 2 at 11-2, and the Denver Broncos at number 1 with 11-2.
That is Weezy's football rankings for the NFL. Just with me.
Yeah.
You guys ready to get started the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
Hey, it's your man, Coach Locke. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Full Sport Press podcast every Monday, wherever you stream your podcast episodes. Like I always say, get a drummer song.
Revolution will be podcasted. Second half, we are back. We appreciate everybody that pulled up for the buy, sell, trade, or hold for the NFL. We are right back with the NBA stars heading into 2026. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
1 month into the 2025-2026 season, the league has once again showed its usual mix of surprises and standout performances, along with some drama. While some teams and young stars on the rise, a few well-known players have struggled. They haven't met the expectations set by their reputations due to injuries, poor performance, or a lack of complete impact. We are here to buy, sell, trade, or hold, Weezy. You can hold some of these careers heading into 2026. First things first, who we got, Coach?
First, we have shooting guard from the Los Angeles Clippers, Bradley Beal.
32 years old. We'll kick things off with you, Coach. Buy, sell, trade, or hold?
I'm selling, man.
Yeah.
Brad Beal just can't get right. He always seems to get hurt. So I got to get what I can get for him before it's worth 0.
Come on.
I'm going to lose some money, and that's all right, but at least I ain't losing all my money, man. I thought Brad Beal was going to be good and be able to show the world how good it is once he left the Wizards, but the move to Phoenix just kind of stunted everything because it didn't work out like they thought it would. They didn't have a true point guard. And ever since then, it just hasn't been right. He hasn't played in a lot of games. He got paid a whole bunch of money to not play in a lot of games. So I got to sell.
Yeah, Weezy?
Yeah, I think I'm selling too. Because here's the thing with Brad Beal. If you bought Brad Beal stock back in the day, you probably bought it at a high price.
You did.
He was, back with the Wizards. He was the name.
He was the guy.
He was the guy.
Yeah.
And ever since then, he kind of just trickled.
Yeah.
He trickled down.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's almost like holding a stock that you waiting for it to blow back up just so you can still get your money and break even, but you never broke even.
No.
So
That hurt too. I'm selling this, man. His first month of the season was very ugly, guys. He was shooting 37% from the field, 36 from three. That's bad. Scoring decline, efficiency went down. Then out of nowhere, his season was over with a hip surgery. So no way I assumed that Brad Beal would end his career like this, and I think the Clippers fans feel the exact same way. They built their roster around the idea that you could depend on Brad Beal, not every night, but you could raise, James Harden ceilings, Kawhi Leonard's, Chris Paul at the time, John Collins, and some of those guys aren't even there anymore. So former All-Star, I don't think we'll ever see him at the peak like Weezy mentioned when his stock was high. So I'm selling whatever I got. It's a penny stock right now, for sure. Next up, who we got, Coach?
We have Trae Young, point guard from the Atlanta Hawks.
27 years old, Weezy. Buy, sell, trade, or hold?
man, I'm holding my Trae Young stock, but here's the thing: I'm not buying the dip if it goes low.
Talk to me.
I'm not buying the dip when it goes low. Trae Young is 27 years, and I just think it's the team he plays with.
Yeah.
He just ain't got enough around him. Trae Young is the guy, but I think we've seen the peak of what we've seen at Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now, if he goes somewhere else, man, I'm gonna make a lot of money. But he got to go first. So I'm just holding what I got.
Go.
I'm rolling with you, Weezy. I'm holding Trae Young too, because you never know what you're gonna get with Trae Young, and the fact that they're only 5 games out of first in the East, you just don't know where they're gonna go. They could go up, they could lose games and go down, and he's only 27. Lose games and go down. Lose games and go down. Now you realize you
Yeah, niggas,
tripping.
niggas going down.
Lose games and go down.
If you getting it. Nah.
Now you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, he did. He said that you can lose games and go down. I'm like, ooh, Paul.
You can't lose a game and go down.
You can.
Yes, he did.
You can. Yeah, you can.
Reversal of a
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But he's only 27 years old, and like Weezy mentioned, he's been teetering with that. Is he going to get traded from the Hawks? Is he going to leave free agency? We just don't know. And he's still good enough at his young age, 27, where we could see him show those old flashes of when the Hawks were making a deep run in the playoffs. So I'm going to hold my stock as well.
Yeah, I'm holding my stock as well. They made their stance, the Hawks did with Trae Young, pretty clear when they chose not to sign him to a contract extension he was seeking. And I get it. They wanted to see how he was going to mesh with these young guys within Jalen Johnson, with KP, Big O. Like, it's a bunch of guys on that team, Dyson Daniels, that play at a high level. And they were 1-3 before he went down with the knee injury. And then they won 12 of their last 19 games. And it's mainly because their defense was playing at a high level. You replace Trae Young, I get you're going to miss 25 and 11. But you're getting Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who is a defensive specialist. And you don't have to worry about that. And now they were at the bottom of the barrel as far as defense, and they're a top 5 team in defense now that Trae Young hasn't been in those 19 games. So that's a tough sell right there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm definitely holding. And we get it. We know Luka don't play defense. We know Jokic don't play defense, and we know Trae Young don't play defense. They're defensive, like, holes. I get that. But in turn, sometimes you got to worry about, like, Jalen Brunson doesn't play defense as well, but he does so much without actually playing defense on the team. I don't think that it hurts as much as Trae Young's negative value.
And it's Trae Young's negative attitude, how he's been portrayed as a coach killer. Like, he's gotten coaches fired, so it kind of goes into his demeanor and everything as well.
Yeah. Who we got next, Coach?
Next, we have Kawhi Leonard, small forward from the Clippers.
Yep. 34 years old, Weezy. You buy, selling, trading, or holding?
Man, I'll be honest with Kawhi. Kawhi is the ultimate penny stock right here. Because if you bought Kawhi Leonard as a rookie, you got – because he's known as a defensive specialist. I remember he coming in the game missing those 2 free throws against Miami for Miami to win the championship. If you bought then, you did nothing but made money.
Rich,
You did nothing but made money. But here's the thing: did you hold your stock when he went to Toronto? if you didn't, I don't think nobody had the balls to hold this stuff. Man, he going to Toronto. He win the championship there.
Mhm.
You really rich off there. You Dogecoin rich.
There you go.
Okay.
You might be Bitcoin rich right there.
Yeah, but then after that, if you didn't sell, woo.
Mm-hmm.
Thing did.
So the thing is, I probably would have sold my Kawhi stock if I'll be honest with you. Just knowing myself, I probably would have sold mine.
Mhm.
Probably too early too.
Got up out of there early. Coach.
Yeah, man, I'm selling, man. He done. Can't play a full season. He's hurt. It seems like the Clippers is where you go to go get hurt, it seems like. Everybody, all the main stars that went there, excluding James Harden, have gone there and gotten hurt or played hurt all their career there.
Yeah.
PG, Kawhi, I just can't see how his career could take off enough for me to trade or buy or hold this stock. I got to get what I can again for him and get out of there and let it be.
Get what you can, man. I'm selling as well. He began the season healthy and then right back again injured. Missed 6 games. Played in 14 games. Clippers are 6-18 as we record this podcast. Still perform at a high level, but in turn, the reason that Chris Paul was screaming in that locker room is because this is the guy that's supposed to be leading the team. Him and Jimmy Harden are supposed to lead the team, and they're not doing a good job of that. So in turn, Chris Paul is screaming like, dude, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all can hoop. Like, why are we playing like this? And this is your leader. And coming off an offseason with the under-the-table situation, it's a disappointing figure in the NBA. I think, is Kawhi Leonard a Hall of Famer?
Yeah. They'll
Yeah.
give it to him
Yeah.
because he got those
He
chips.
got those chips.
That's
yeah.
Toronto season made him a Hall of
Yeah,
Fame.
Yeah, that did it by itself.
Yeah.
I just think, okay, so this is a Hall of Fame career. This is going to end really bad.
Yeah. Nah.
Draymond Green is a first ballot.
He would be a Hall of
Yeah.
Fame for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
They may give him
They might
false.
give him first ballot.
They may.
When he was Kawhi, he was Kawhi.
He was Kawhi. He was Kawhi.
Next up, Coach, who we got?
Next, we have Ja Morant, point guard from the Memphis Grizzlies.
26 years old. Coach, we buy, selling, trading, or holding?
Got to hold Ja, man. Still young, and the Grizzlies have a young, bright future with Zach Edey, Cedric Howard, and Jalen Wells. And Ja's been hurt, so they've been trying to figure out how to win without him. Zach Edey started the season hurt, so the Grizzlies didn't put the starting 5 of the product on the court that they expected to put on the court with these main guys. They're about to get Ja back. Zach Edey's playing well. He's back. Of course, Cedric Howard has been playing well, so is Jalen Wells off the bench. So I'm going to hold this stop because I think it's going to take off again for Ja Morant.
Weezy?
I sold my Ja stock. I have. I sold my Ja stock. I've seen enough. Now I might miss the boat on it,
Mm-hmm.
but I sold it and I've seen enough bad news to where if it do pop, I just miss out. But my thing is, my question is to you, Coach. You said you holding it. Say it's low right now. You buying the dip? You buying more?
I buy the dip.
You buy more like right
Yeah.
now? Like it's low.
Yes. Oh, I'm buying.
Really?
I'm buying the dip, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm buying stock as well. This guy has the best shootout in the world right now. He's coming off an injury. His big man just got injured again, so he's out for 4 weeks. So if they could get this team, everybody playing at the same speed, at the same health level, you got Ty Jerome, who was your big offseason acquisition. Got him as your backup point guard, Pseudo 2. Then on top of that, Scottie Pippen Jr., who's their best defensive point guard on the team. He's coming back healthy. Then Cedric Howard. Cedric Howard is a great basketball player. I think the future of the Grizzlies is Cedric Howard and Zach Edey. So in turn, if we can get a way to everybody to be healthy, this team has won 5 of their last 6, 7 of their last 9. 12 is back as you hear this podcast at 11-13 when we record this. They playing below par, but I think if he gets healthy and if he go out there and just hoop, because it's everything is set up for him to average 23, 24, and 7 or 8. Man, that's a different team. So yeah, I'm buying my stock. Who we got next, Coach?
Next, we have your boy, PG, Paul George from the Philadelphia 76ers, small forward.
He 35 now.
Oof.
Getting old up there, yeah, it's nasty.
Long in the 2.
Yeah, Weezy, buy, sell, trade, and hold.
I've sold my Paul George stock a
Long
time.
time.
Paul George, he had to start off with a great. In Indiana, Paul George was great,
Oh, yeah,
He was
MVP
great.
caliber.
Yeah, hell yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah,
That was it. He's never ever been the man on the team, except Indiana.
yeah.
He's always been a rodman, but he's always perceived as
Playoff P. He's supposed to be Batman.
He's supposed to be Batman, but have we seen him be Batman?
In Indiana.
That's it.
I'm talking since then.
No.
No.
Like, and every offseason, somebody says, "Man, hey, that's the missing piece." Has he checkmated anybody since that missing piece?
No.
Sold my stock.
Coach.
Selling as well, man. He's old. He's not the 2-way player he was. He's only played in 8 games this season. He's averaging his 3rd lowest points in his career when he's played at least 50 games. It's just time to go on and let it go, PG, man. He was never able to bounce back the same way after that horrific injury in Indiana. That kind of changed his career and the trajectory of his career because before that, he was MVP caliber.
That's right.
He was up to win the MVP of the league. So I got to sell my stock in him right now.
Yeah, selling as well. And I hate saying that. Coming off his worst individual campaign since his rookie year, like Coach mentioned, those injuries blurred the prospect of him coming back at an all-star level. Missing almost a month now. He's back in and out of the lineup. They're probably going to have to settle and wait for this deal to expire. I haven't said that you can try to trade him, but the trade value is so low.
They don't get nothing.
Man, sooner or later, man, they're going to be put in a position where they either have to make a tough decision to just eat this contract and then just roll with VJ Edgecombe being your pseudo second scorer.
My boy.
Yeah, that's the tough part and the price they have to pay for a short-sighted move from a year ago signing.
Eesh.
That's tough.
That's rough there.
Speaking of rough, what we got next, Cole?
We got Zion Williamson, power forward from the New Orleans Pelicans.
25 years old.
Goodness,
And
man.
he's on the buy-seller trade conversation.
Oof.
Talk to me, Coach.
I'm going to trade this one, man.
Okay.
I think somebody would still take a chance on him because he's just 25 years old. And when he is healthy, he can still be a top player in the league. We saw that when he came back, he was healthy. He came back slim this year. People thought it was going to be the year, and it's just not working out. I think the time in New Orleans has run its course, and they need to get him out of there so he can get a fresh start. So I'm going to trade because I think I can still get something for Zion.
So you gonna hold what you got, pretty much.
No, I'm going to trade it.
Trading the stock.
Yeah.
Trading the stock. Yep. Go ahead.
I sold my Zion stock. I sold my Zion stock, and I'm a trader where, man, I take a lot of risk. I took a lot of risk on Zion. So even it's low right now, I can't do it. He's if you want to compare him to a stock, he is GameStop back. Remember GameStop back when it shot up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Zion shot up and then boom.
That was it.
And if you didn't get it then,
You lost. Lost out.
Yeah. So that's a tough stock, man. I don't know any player that entered this season under more pressure than Zion. And mainly due to the fact he's played just 10 games this season prior to 23 the year before that. And he is now out for at least another 3 weeks with a hip adduction strain. So he missed 8 straight games earlier this season with a hamstring injury. In his previous 6 NBA seasons, he's played in more than 30 games only twice.
Insane.
and see,
Ooh.
at this point, I don't think it's Zion. I just think his body's feeling him.
Yeah, I think his body
Yeah,
is feeling.
because he tried to lose weight,
Yep.
tried to get healthy.
Yeah.
His body literally, and you've seen athletes like that, man. They just can't stay.
He just
Look
can't.
at Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis just had a couple more good years.
Yeah, but
if
he
he
done
had,
had some solid years where he done played in 80 games.
Yeah.
AD.
AD.
that's what I'm saying. If Zion, if you give me a Zion, I mean, you can put him in AD's career, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Of
If he give me
course.
2-3 years of 80 seasons,
Yeah.
80 games,
Yeah.
but his body just won't allow
He
it.
won't, and that's the problem.
He having too much fun off the court.
And that's the pressure that we talking about. You got to. That's the
That
pressure,
will help
man.
you out. That makes you go longer.
Shit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Make it go. Who?
Shit, Derek Jeter.
Shit, no, he
keep going.
did. Nah, not like he wasn't.
It's only one person
No,
that
he's-
did that for.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's
only
Derek Jeter
one.
didn't have no kids.
No, no, Zion don't got no kids.
Yes, he do. He got 2 kids.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But Zion ain't married or nothing. Zion is just
Bro, he got a girlfriend that's
Jeter ain't married.
Jeter was just kicking it.
and he got the
He got a
most.
great career.
No, he retired, bro. He retired, and he wasn't even married. He got married when he
But he was-
retired.
But
It's,
he
on,
was kicking in his whole.
it's only one
Nah, it's-
person that was kicking his career and it worked for. Tiger Woods.
He was married the whole time.
Yeah, man, he was.
Yeah, he was kicking it like he wasn't.
What we got next, go?
Next, we have Jimmy Butler, small forward from the Golden State Warriors.
36 years old, coach. You buy, sell, trade, or hold in Jimmy's stock.
Oh, I'm buying Jimmy stock. I'm buying. This is why I'm buying. Jimmy has a way of just floating through the regular season, and then once he gets in the playoffs, it turns on. And he's done that with teams where it's only been one other player, maybe he's been really good, so he's had to carry so much of the team on his back. By the time he made it to the championship or the conference finals, he was dog tired. Well, now he's doing that with the Golden State Warriors, where he has Steph Curry, he has Draymond Green, he has the other guys there. So he can just coast. If the Warriors can just be a factor and make it to the playoffs, then he can help them make a run. So I'm going to buy Jimmy Butler.
Weezy?
I think I'm holding on my Jimmy Butler stock. I'm not buying no more. Like Coach said, Jimmy Butler's he's like an index fund. So he's gonna make 10 or 20% every year.
Mm.
It might go down, but at the end of the year, you're gonna make 10 to 20% on Jimmy Butler because what he gonna do in the playoffs. It's gonna go up. Regular season might go down, but the playoffs gonna get your money out because you're gonna make some money on him. He's like a rental property. He's gonna consistently make money.
That's right.
He's gonna consistently make money.
Yeah, and that's why I'm holding as well. In his first full season with the Warriors, he's averaging 19, 5, and 5. Been extremely efficient, 51% from the field, 84 from the free throw line, and 47 from three, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
So in turn, he's only missed 4 games this year.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, he's not going to continue to shoot that high from 3. But the thing is, he's shot higher than 38% from the 3 over his entire career. So the only thing that kind of worries me in regards to Jimmy Butler is injuries, because he's appeared in 65 or fewer games in each of the last 8 seasons. So his value is at its peak right now. I'm going to hold it, but it could possibly be a trade.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up, who we got, Coach?
We got Jeff's boy, LaMelo Ball, point guard from the Charlotte Hornets.
24 years old, Weezy. What you think?
I'm gonna buy some LaMelo. I'm not buying much of it, but I'm buying some LaMelo at 24 years old. I gotta see right now, like he plays like what Jeff said. He plays go to hell ball. He's gonna get 30 points.
Yeah.
But
She ain't doing that this year.
yeah, my thing is with him is I think I've seen this before. I think I've seen this in not Kyrie Irving, my boy, James Harden. I think I can go see him move somewhere and get 30 points, but that's it. I don't think I can win a championship like that.
Yeah.
They say he's the most frustrating player to watch in sports, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what you think?
That's why I'm holding. Because the kid is crashing out right now, but he doesn't want to be in Charlotte anymore, so he's doing everything he can to get traded. The man ran out of the tunnel with the other team the other day onto the floor. He did a move in the game where he went through the legs, 8 straight dribbles, and did a step back tray ball and missed the shot, of course.
Missed the hell out of that.
But even with all that, on the right team with a good veteran, they can get him on a good path, and he can end up being a good player.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm on hold.
Yeah, I'm holding my stock as well. Shot 34% from the floor in November, though. Struggled with his three-point shot all season. Shooting a career low 29%, Coach. He's averaging 19, 6, and 8 this year, but he turned that bitch over. 3.5 turnovers a game. Just like Weezy mentioned, this is James Harden go to hell basketball. But the thing is, James Harden is doing it at a level where it's not as loud. You know what I'm saying? He don't be doing no weird shit. He might wear a fat suit to get traded, situations like that. But he ain't gonna do nothing like run out with the other team and no shit like that.
That's the same thing. You run out with a
He trying to
run with the fat suit, and then you run out with the other team. That's the same thing.
It's just hard to imagine playing in more than 60 games. He's done it only once in his 5 previous seasons. So I think it's time to either hold or trade the stock, but I'm holding for sure. What we got next? It's your boy, Coach.
Got my boy,
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, point guard from the Spurs.
27 years old, Coach. What you feel about your boy Foxy?
Weezy, is there some Fox under that hat over there? Under the hell? Give me that. Give me that. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. Cameraman, you see that Fox? Give me that too.
All you can get.
I'm buying all the stock. I'm buying all the stock in my boy. Everything. I'm breaking the bank on it. With all that young talent in San Antonio, he can only thrive and get better. When Wemby gets back, he's on the floor. Stephon Castle's on the floor. They're going to be great. We saw the flashes of that, and De'Aaron Fox wasn't even playing. Early, the Spurs were rolling. Wemby gets hurt, it's kind of died down. You get all those guys back on the same team, it's up.
But my thing with him is, what can you tell me? Say, all right, this is why you need to buy him.
Because he's 27 years old. He's young. He's a point guard, and that's what the Spurs need. He's going to make it easier for Wemby.
Weezy?
I
He
don't.
didn't sell you on it, did he?
Nah, I didn't buy any, or I didn't. I'm a pass on De'Aaron Fox. I'm not gonna buy any.
Passes.
Pass?
I'm just if he's Amazon, I'm just gonna miss it.
Good.
Okay.
Gracious.
Wow.
I'm just gonna miss it.
That's tough.
Okay. The Spurs have 3 special guards, I think. It's to go along supporting Victor Wembanyama. Coaches mentioned. You got Foxy, you got Stephon Castle, and you got Dylan Harper. So in turn, I think all 3 of them together, though, are redundant. Like they do a lot of the same things. If you're a believer that Castle is the most dynamic, the good thing is Fox makes the most money of the 3. So in turn, you could get rid of said person and get you a person, and let's say maybe plays the 4 position like Anthony Davis, and now you're in for the good of the gander. And I think they get rid of him, so I'm trading the stock as well. He can't get traded until February the 4th, which is the day before the trade deadline. And I think with trading Fox, you might be able to snag a valuable player or some type of draft capital away from a team. He's $229 million. He's not that last year.
A lot.
He's locked in until 2029 or 2030. So at 27, he is, coach, I get it. He's in the start of his prime. But I think it's redundant if you are eventually going to have to pay Stephon Castle or eventually going to have to pay Dylan Harper. So I would trade him.
$29 million.
His deal is $229
He got a big dog contract.
4 years. Damn, that's a lot of money. And closing things out, Coach, who we got?
Got your boy.
Yeah.
The process.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid, center from the Philadelphia 76ers.
This one's dedicated
to my homies
in
that
that
gangster lean.
Get what he said.
Why'd you have to go so soon?
Yeah, a lifetime of memories
What they doing?
going down the drain.
Going down the drain.
I like to keep stepping. I can't get past the pain.
I take my phone to your memories. Take a drink and I start to thinking. Weezy, you don't got that Weezy?
Never understood.
That's the box.
Yeah. I don't want to hurt no more.
There you go.
You'll be happy.
Hanging around.
Hanging around, man.
But
Yeah, go ahead. No, you got it.
Joel, it was quick, man. It was quick. It might be. That might be.
That might have been.
Say that.
Yeah, just,
He might be. Got me with Susu too.
It sure did get your ass.
That might
Got
be.
your ass on the susu. That sure did.
They got me on
I
the
ain't gonna
Susu.
tell you who got you, but they got you.
They got you.
Yeah, they got you.
They
I
got
want
you.
Not to do
They
that.
got you.
He tried to call me to do
He tried to get me on the
Ain't
team.
no-
Nah. No.
Yeah, yeah, spent there.
You
They got me on
do.
Susu.
No, sir.
This might be the Susu.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit was going on. Pandemic shit been going. Go, what we got?
Sale, man. Got to sell.
What's that stock?
Shit, that motherfucker ain't even pennies. that might be monopoly money. That man is hurt again. And he just continue to get the best of him. And ain't no way I can gamble on him. He's 31 years old. His body is 41.
Ain't no way I can gamble on that.
His body,
Can't put enough money on him.
his body is 41 years old. Man ain't played in over 39 games the last 3 seasons. He has Carrillo in points and rebounds right now, man. I just got to get my monopoly money what I got left for him, man.
Young, 31 is still young.
Man, his body's 41 though.
That's 41 for sure. Him and Zion.
Yeah, never.
Never.
He set his first 3.
Which is crazy.
He's dealing with a sore knee right now, and I think
wait,
that's
time
going to
out,
bother him
time
for the
out.
rest of
He
his
said his first 3
first
seasons.
3.
Yes.
So he got drafted and played for 3 years.
Man,
Yes.
3 years.
That's why it's the process.
The process.
crazy.
Yeah. And that knee going to be bothering for the rest of his career.
It's
Like
been
Coach
bothering.
He played in 7 games this year. What? His scoring has been erratic. Conditioning is questionable. He's averaging 19 and 5. This is coming from a guy that averaged 30 and 12. And it looked like he was hurt then.
Mm-hmm.
But at a time when he was doing his
The
thing,
best that was doing it.
they say he was the best,
No, that's
the best big man to ever play.
He was going to get 30,
Because it wasn't nothing he couldn't do.
and he was going to get 12 rebounds. And on top of that, he's defending.
Yeah.
See, I get it. You get caught up with the Jokic shit, and it was 30 and 12 and 10. But he going on the other side. Jokic is one side, bro.
But
Just
you know
man,
what the best ability is?
man, availability.
Availability. And Jokic is available.
And he's available. Yep.
Jesus, man. You want to talk about stealing money? This man done stole money.
He got 170 left on his contract.
He stole and stealing money.
It's left.
That's what I'm saying.
170 left.
Ain't still they paying him.
Hey, that's bad. God.
Man, it just seems like, you got to focus on Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe.
Especially the way Maxey playing. He
Man,
MVPs right
he
now.
cooking right now.
Yeah,
But
my boy
let me
VJ.
tell you, I love Joel Embiid, one of my favorite bigs of all time. But to see him drastically go, it was like 30, and then it's like 19. It was like,
Yeah,
it was
it's
fast.
bad.
It was fast.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
bad.
like Weezy mentioned us first day, he said, man, it was so fast.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere, but we all saw it. But we was like, ain't no way.
Nah, man, he gonna get healthy. It's gonna be fine.
I knew it. When he played on that USA team,
That was
he
it.
won one of them games.
That was it. Yeah, he
won
did.
one of them
Yeah, he
games.
did.
That motherfucker was cooking against Jokic. He can't. When it's Jokic is lined up against him,
He take it personal.
man, he take it personally.
He take it personal.
He won that game.
He did.
Against Serbia, but that was his crowning achievement. That's his championship, and that was our buy-sell trade for the NBA.
Goodness gracious.
Man, it ended on Joel, man.
Whew. That's bad. That's
Damn,
bad.
Joel.
That's bad.
Man, dang. Great career, though.
Hate to see it.
He got MVP.
Got him MVP.
And then if Kawhi don't make that shot in the corner,
He
they
got
win the
another one
championship.
for sure.
He got a championship.
Yeah, because
Damn
that was
right.
their year.
That was their year.
That was who was on the team with him?
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I hate that.
Him, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris.
I hate that. I hate that.
I hate that, dog.
A lucky bounce.
A lucky
Tobias
bounce.
Harris, that's a stock you don't want to buy.
It was never for sale.
I don't think he make the NASDAQ.
Yeah, he didn't make the NASDAQ.
He on Coinbase.
Yeah, he for sure.
He a crypto.
Now, tweet us some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Coach,
Get a drummer some.
Weezy.
Everything paid for, big baby.
Cameraman, The Revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The Revolution will be podcasted.